Hi, folks. How are you today? Hopefully, you all are having a great day. Hold on here. Okay. Hopefully, everyone's having a great day. I'm looking for my lab so I can sprinkle the love. I just got to make sure. Okay. Just need to make sure it was okay. How are you all today? Hopefully, you're having a great day. So, I said we were going to do something Outer Banks inspired, but actually, when you hop on, say hi, tell me that you're here. But actually, when I came downstairs and I realized today was the last day of March, which I can't believe that's true. But anyway, actually, I need to finish something that I started in March that I need to get in the mail today. So I'm going to repurpose today's live and we're going to finish this. Okay. Hey Brenda, how are you? And so, hey Cindy. So we're not doing the Outer Bank inspired piece today. Tomorrow we will. Because I've got to get that done for upcoming paint party / birthday party event coming up. And so, but I need to finish this. If you know, this is the Patchwork of Quilts, Patchwork quilt project that I'm doing with a bunch of friends. And so this is for actually Chris Hunter. And one of the things I plan on doing is putting a little quote on here that says, "Time is precious, waste it wisely." And then, you know, she loves bling. So I've got my bling here and we're going to put some bling on it. And then possibly, depending on all of that, we may actually put a little trim too. Good, I'm glad. Oh, hey, thank you, Dee. Hopefully everyone's having a great time, a great day. I started to say a great time. Hope you're having a great time too, but I hope you're having a great day. What is this? Is this what I want? It says everything but fabric. I have some like fabric markers, fabric pencils. I don't know where they are. I'm going to see if I can read this. I just kind of want to get a little like, oh, I can read that. Okay. I don't want this to be perfect. I want this to be like, I don't know what I want it to be. Part of me is like, just do it live, but I don't want to mess it up. And so, hold on, I gotta think too hard to talk, guys. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. Deep breath, Amanda. All right, do we paint it on or do I use a paint pen? Am I that brave to paint it on? Or do I need a paint pen? I have a black paint pen. I'm trying to decide which one would be better. What do y'all think? All right, so this is my Patchwork of Friendship quilt square that is going to Chris Hunter. I want to make sure it is as good as I can possibly get it, right? I don't want it to be messy. I'm looking for my black. Where's my black? Don't tell me if all of these, the one I'm missing is my black. That would be, oh, here it is. It's probably right here. Yeah. Like, that would just be my luck. Only got 52 colors, and I would be missing the one I needed. Paint it on. You can do it. All right, let's just see. Sometimes I swear I think paint pens cause me more anxiety than paint does. Let's just go with the paint pen and just see if we okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. I have a big old fly flying around my head. How he got down here, I do not know. I have my windows up upstairs, but not down here, and I have not been down here all weekend. So, well, that's not true. I have been down here, but I haven't like put the door up or anything. I haven't been in my studio. I've been getting boxes and putting boxes away and all of that. I finally, y'all don't judge. I finally got my Christmas put away. I mean, I had it boxed up. I just did not have it actually like put back up on the shelves because I wanted to pull out my spring stuff. And so I needed to pull that out before I could get my yeah, it's a good start. It's okay. It's not perfect, but you know, I'm not about always being perfect. If it was perfect, you'd buy it. So I'm okay with it not being 100% perfect. One thing is faster, right? Make sure I spell it right. My biggest fear is like misspelling something. So focused on the letters and getting them right, you know. Okay. No regrets. Okay. That's not bad. After it's good and dry, I'm going to take my eraser and erase off like the little bit of pencil that I can still see, like right there. I can still see a little bit. That look like a butt, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Looks a little bit like a butt. A little high on my eye there, but that's okay. Ooh, don't do that, Amanda. Ooh. Okay, don't do that. Don't do that. You just soak in there like you need to soak in there. Why are you doing that to me? Okay. I put out a little too much, apparently. We just want it to look like it fits, right? So we want it to be kind of like the same, right? I was like, what word am I on? Wisely. Oops. Sorry, guys. Somebody's out there making a lot of noise outside. Probably at my neighbor's house, I'm sure. Not at my house. But causing Kai to bark. Sounds like one of those ladders, those aluminum ladders. Okay, I can breathe now. Wish I hadn't gone up quite so high on that one, but it's okay. For the most point, I'm happy with it. Whew. All right, now let's bling her up, and then we'll decide what else we're putting on her. I don't want to get that black in it anymore. Whew. Okay, Amanda, we got it. You can breathe now. Okay, plug that in and get this turned on, which I should have done before now. But in the meantime, while this is heating up, we can figure out what stones we want. And thank you. Yeah, it's a dandelion that I painted on. We're going to put little like dandelions coming floating out. But I want to first put the bling on. And then we'll work everything else around the bling that we decide to put on. And so, maybe even if we go with some of these like clearer ones, we can let some of these even be some of our little flyaway things, maybe. I don't know. What do y'all think? Y'all are usually really good at this, so y'all help me here. Decide what we do in decorating this up. But yeah, the dandelion is painted on. I did that earlier this month on the second Monday. I don't forget what day it was, but it was the second Monday of March, and I was live at 5:45. And so you can go back and you can find that. We painted the background, and I painted this part on. And so I just ran out of time for my lettering because, you know, lettering takes, well, it takes me some time because I'm not as confident in it as I probably should be. All right, I've got some color stones. I think I'm going to put these, I don't know, do you think AB crystals, or do you think just like diamond crystals? Which one do you think? The AB ones, you know, which has like color in them, or just like this? These kind of have like blues, and I see a little purples and even yellows and like those type of colors. You like the idea of the little dandelion flyaways? Yeah. Looks like a real live weed. Girl, some people say weeds. Some people say, I even have some little green ones we could put down on the leaves if we wanted to. That might be fun too. Some see weeds and some see, what is it they say? Wishes. And so I choose to see wishes. Yeah, I think the clear too, because I think the other ones could get too much yellow. Sometimes they do that yellow gold thing, and I don't like them as much. All right, I'm gonna get out a few different sizes because I may need to. I have a pretty big size on that one, and so this whole kit is from Totally Dazzled, but you can order similar kits right off of Amazon for almost the same price, or cheaper probably, to be quite honest. I do like this set because it comes with everything, and including like these. So I do like that for that reason, but you could probably find similar sets that come with everything right there on Amazon too. It's a nice set, but it's not a cheap set. All right. I want some of the larger ones. So I'm going to go on this side. This is my largest. So we're going to put a few of these larger ones. This thing is supposed to pick them up. These are going to be my little flyaway ones. I think we're going to use these as my little wishes that are being cast out, right? I think I told y'all, or I may have said this, I don't know, but my daughter-in-law, she makes all kind of stuff with dandelions. And they actually even eat them. Believe it or not. They like will fry them up and eat them. But she also makes like salves and hand creams and lip stuff. It's really good. So you can do all kind of stuff with dandelion. So y'all, it's a weed, maybe for some, but for some, it's like pretty awesome stuff. All right, I'm just gonna dump out some. She actually does make dandelion wine. So my grandfather used to make dandelion wine. I'd never heard, I mean, other than like hearing, I didn't know my grandfather. He passed away before I was born. But he used to make dandelion wine. I guess it was him, or maybe it was my, both of my grandfathers passed away, but maybe it was my mother's grandfather. Now that I say that, it's like I think it was her grandfather. So these are going to be some of my little flyaways, right? So we're going to come in with just a little brown, and we're going to make this be the little flyaway. That's going to be our and we're going to put just a few, and we can put some of the smaller ones too. We're going to put just a few over here in our, she loves blings, so we almost can't have too much, right? So these already have the sticky back. That's what I like about these. You do not need to have like a glue. Yeah, he used to. And my mom used to talk about it. Now, I don't know that she's ever actually had it because, of course, she would have been little. But they would pay, he would pay her and her cousin, of course, his other grandson, was it 5 cents? I think it was 5 cents that he would pay them for picking up dandelions, like, and so I forgot like what it was, but it was like he'd pay them like 5 or 10 cents for a bag of dandelions. Probably took him all day picking to get them. So we're just going to put some on here. I just think something cute. I don't want a pattern. As soon as I say I don't want a pattern, all of a sudden I have a pattern. Y'all know how that is, right? So I don't want a pattern. I want to just try to randomly just place them all over the place. Smart man. Exactly. Like, pay the kids. They were up for making money. The little store was just over from them. They go buy their stuff and their whatever it is they wanted. Okay, so not all of these are going to become that, but a few of them will. But you used yours on the Dolly painting? Yes. Yes. We need to do something like that again sometime. That was so much fun. I'll have to think about that and plan. I think it would be fun to do a Johnny Cash or a y'all tell me. Y'all tell me what celebrity would be fun to paint. Or an Elvis. I think Elvis would be fun. It's definitely one you could pull out the bling for him, right? Who doesn't love some Elvis? Who doesn't love some Elvis? I feel like that's like too much. But yet I want that there. I don't want to lose it. Let's go and push it that way. Maybe. Yes, Elvis. I know, right? That would be so fun. I'm going to zoom you in so you can really see. You can't see. That's really hard for you to even see the bling I laid out with this. I'm surprised it's that hard to see. All right, let's stick a few down and then we can. Whoops, hold on, guys. I'm having technical difficulties here. My plug is. I'm gonna have to hold with one hand my plug up, so that way I have some. Hold on, can I get it? Rabbit with my. Hold on, I might be able to use my flag. Nope, that ain't gonna work. Okay, I'll just hold it up like this. All right. Luckily, it's just a matter of a few seconds before it's like stuck. I just take my thing and make sure it's stuck before I lift up. Yeah, I think Elvis would be fun because then you could really bling up his suit. We tease my sister a little bit because she was such an Elvis fan. When she was in school and she was doing art in school, when she was able to pick her, like, of course, obviously whether it was painting or pen and ink or sculpture or whatever it was, the topic they were learning in art class, if she was able to pick her subject was always Elvis. And so from painting him to drawing him to making a full life-size Elvis made out of paper mache. She made Elvis. We used to tease her because we knew she was going to do Elvis. If she had any say as to like what it was going to be Elvis. So, but yeah, she had a life-size Elvis paper mache that she made, and even had his she took a thing from mom had from the 70s, this like dress thing she had, and made a jumpsuit out of it with all of the gold and bling and all of that on it. He looked good. He looked good. And one of her teachers borrowed it for a birthday party and then didn't bring it back. And then it ended up at a diner here in town that had an Elvis room. It ended up in the Elvis room there. Those are stuck. Well, maybe a little bit, but I'm not as good. She's great when it comes to 3D art. When it comes to like making something like out of paper mache or, creating something like that, She excels at that. I'm much better like painter, that type. Let's see, will these fit this one, or is that too small? That's too small. I think we need this size. And so she's much better at that. She's much better at 3D art than I am. But hold on, I gotta hold this thing up again and get my small ones here. Oop. You, uh-oh. No, don't do that. You get down there. You get stuck there on this thing, not on my thing. We'll see if it sticks. I might have messed that one up and have to replace it with a smaller one. No, it's stuck. Look up for my small ones. So yeah, she's really good when it comes to that. I'm not as good with 3D art. But she's made Elvis. She made 2 mariachi men, life-size mariachi men playing instruments. She took this exercise thing, like she got it at a yard sale for next to nothing, and it was like this exercise machine thing that like simulates you riding a horse or something. Anyway, she got that and she turned that into a riding bull, a bull that, you know, the kids could like act like they were riding bull. And she added the bull's head onto it and made like a bull's body, and then you get on it and it does like the motion of a horse, you know. But she did that for their birthday party. They had okay, they're all stuck. And I got this thing wrapped all around my feet. Now, all right, I'm gonna leave it because we may add a little more bling on. We may add some color bling on, so I'm gonna leave that hooked up. We may add some. I have some different colors we may add. It was pretty cool little thing that she made. Ooh, my sticky went all the way through. You can see how sticky these things are, but now you can see my bling. See the bling? And then what we'll do is I'm actually going to use the paint pen. Worked really well for this. So I'm going to use the paint pens, and I'm going to grab a brown. This brown one here. That should be fine. And we're going to do the little fly things, right? Thank you. It's one of my favorites. Actually, I painted this on a canvas that I have upstairs. I did a blue background and we put this on, and we have this saying on it. I did a little small, like 6x6. And so make sure we put it on the right side now. And so it's just a little little thing down and then like a little V coming off of it. This isn't quite dark enough. Wish it were a little bit lighter. But I kind of don't want it to take away from the bling either. And you can kind of see it. But it kind of has like a little stem and then like a little V off of it. Where it just blew out there, blowing away. Little seed pod, right? So the next one can come up. So another wish can be born. I don't have any tattoos. Not because it's not that I'm against. It's just I've never found anything that I really like wanted to like put on my skin like that. Um, but if I ever were to have wording, this would be the saying that I would put, that I would do, because it is something that you do need to. There's one for military families and kids too. Oh, cool. So I've got them. You can kind of see it. It doesn't really take away. It is a little lighter than I would have liked. I would have liked a little bit, tad bit darker. I don't think I have any that's a little bit darker. No, I have a gold. Let's see what color this gold is. See if it's any darker or if it's any. No, it might stand out just a little bit more just because of the brilliance of it. I'll go over top a little bit of some of these and it'll make it look a little bit more. It'll at least draw your attention a little bit. Okay. Yeah, I like that. I was like, where's my brown? Try to keep things in the box. You love it? Oh, I'm so glad. All right, we're not done though. We got one more thing to do. And I want to put a little bit of trim around it. So y'all help me find some trim. I could, well, before we do trim, let me see here. I have some green. I could put some green down here. That might be fun since we've got some up here. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Look at this green popping out there. That's going to be fun on here. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right. Let's just put out a bunch. And then I can move them around. I don't want a huge amount, but just like, you know, enough that you see it. And it's not like, oh, well, she couldn't afford but like 2 blings. But I don't want to like overdo. But I don't know. I don't know if Chris would ever consider like too much bling, right? Because she loves the bling. And so I don't know. She probably would be like, more the better. Right? Do I got a hair in that? I do. Let me get that out. Kai's go to Chris's house. There we go. I got it out. One of Kai's hairs. I don't want to create a pattern. I'm going to try my best not to create a pattern here and just have a few all around. You can't see that, but if you could see that, once I get them down, I'll hold it up and you can see that. That is so cute. It's so cute. All right, let's get these down. And they're the small ones. So I think these will be okay. I might have to switch. No, I'm going to have to switch to my smaller one. Hold on. These things get incredibly hot. So when you're changing your thing, be careful that you don't burn yourself, because they do get incredibly hot. Come on. How many times I gotta turn you? I'm like, I don't have all day for you to be slow. I will say they heat up fast, though. They heat up extremely fast. And so tomorrow when I come live, I'll start to work on the, what I had said today was going to be, which is the Outer Banks. So it's for a birthday party for a 13-year-old's birthday. And she and her friends love the Outer Banks show on TV. I have never actually watched it. But I probably should watch a few episodes just so I know what I'm doing, can kind of like mimic that. I might try to do that tonight, watch an episode or two, or maybe just hit the highlights of the episodes. I know it's been out for a while because I know Zoe used to watch it. I don't know if she still does. I would tell y'all a very funny story, but I can't because Facebook probably would not like me. But it's nothing bad. It's nothing bad, but the bots probably would be like, wait a minute. Before they realized it, they would zap me. Actually, it's really hilarious, but if you don't know the full context, it's not. You'd have to know the full context, and I'd have to tell you the entire story. But because at first you're like, what? That's exactly what my sister and I did. We were like, what? Uh-oh, I done it again. I done stuck it to the thing. Hold on. Get you off of there. Don't stick. Don't stick to that. And don't stick to that. Stick to that. But anyway, she liked one of the characters on there. But it's pretty funny. We laugh at it today. It's kind of the inside joke. Okay. So y'all tell me what you think. Oh, I don't watch that much TV, so look at the green. Isn't that so pretty? Let me see if I can hold it up so you can see kind of the flies. See how I did the little things coming off of it? You can kind of see it there, just kind of like essence of them. Thank you. All right, now I want to put just a little trim around it, just to trim, just to kind of like frame it, right? I don't have like a huge selection of trim, so I want to find something that is cute. I don't think I have enough of that to go all the way around. I mean, that just kind of like blends in a little bit. I don't think I have enough to go all the way around, do I? No, it's not going to meet. It's just shy. I don't have enough of that. Let's see. What else do I have? Do I have anything else? I've got this darker green. Let's see if this is enough. I don't know if it's going to be either. That could be pretty. I don't know. Part of me is like, I want it. And then the other part of me is like, do I really want it though? Or is it going to be too much? I kind of think I like that. This I think is the wrong color and it's too big. So I say I don't have like the biggest selection. Let's try this and see. Oh, thank you, Dee. I hope she'll love it. I hope so. And then I just need to put like, I need to write my initials and the month and the year there. I want to do like a normal corner, not a, so kind of like that. And then come down. Problem is, you can see where it's really crooked. This shows off the crookedness of it. What y'all think? You like that? I think I do too. So I think let's plan on that. And then I think we'll be done. So I needed more Fabri-Tac. I need to order some Fabri-Tac. I mean, I got plenty for this. It's not going to take that much. I just need to. This stuff, like the second you take it out of the thing, it starts, and it's like no joke. Come on, I don't want to lose a whole bunch. Okay. One thing though, this I know it's not going to come up. I know it's not coming up. I'm going to get this blob up right here though. Get that out of my and then yeah, I have enough edging, I think, for it to be sewn into whatever it is that it needs to do, that she wants to do with it. I don't know if she's planning on putting it together or not. But if she is, there's enough left on the edge. It's probably hard to see where the edges are, but when I hold it up, you'll see there's enough left. There's a good like 2 inches or more right there. I think that's what you're talking about. I don't really know a whole lot about like quilting pieces together and I don't know the appropriate terms. I just know like, but look how cute that is. Of course, you can see how uneven it is too, but that's all right. We will just let that be, right? Okay. Oh, you're a mess. the stuff started coming out. It was coming out. Gravity, do your thing. Go back in there. Hopefully everybody had a good weekend. Tell me if you had a good weekend. I did. I got a lot done this weekend. Yesterday, I went to church. Mom and I had cafe. Oh, my word. Yesterday was a mess, though. Yo-Yo got outside yesterday morning. And he went up underneath the deck. It would not come out. And finally he came out. Thanks to some catnip. He came out after the catnip. And I finally got to church. I wasn't able to help Mom make the stuff for the cafe because I was stuck here trying to get Yo-Yo out. But I got to church, and then after church, thank you, Debbie. Good to see you. Went to buy some prizes for the Oddfellows that I'm a member of. We're having a picnic on Saturday next week, or this Saturday coming up, and had to get some prizes for the games we're going to play at the picnic. And so Mom and I, we went and we did that. Got all kind of cute things. And plus I bought stuff for me too. All right. So I'm excited about this, guys. I can't wait. Let's hold it up and let's look at it. I hope she loves it. This is for Chris Hunter. And so I hope she loves it. But you can see all the bling on it. The only thing I got to do is I do have to write my name on it. So let me do that real quick. And that way I can pack it up and get it in the mail. And that way when I go into town tonight, I can put it in the mail. So it's March. I'm just going to put March 2025. Okay. I'll take a picture of it and then it can go. So I just put my initials and then 325. I think she will. I think she will. I hope she will at least. And so based on her sheet, I think this spoke to kind of what she was talking about, spending time with friends and family and enjoying her. So this side over here doesn't have a whole lot. This side over here is like, but that's enough that it can be sewn in and it be fine. And then the rest of the sides, there's plenty of room. So, and it should still measure. Hopefully it still does measure. Like, I don't have a ruler. I do have a ruler. Hopefully it still measures almost 12 inches. Close enough. Yeah, it's not quite close enough. Anyway, if she doesn't, you will. I'll tell her that. If you don't love it, I have another friend who will. Anyway, y'all have a great rest of your day. I'm going to hop off here. Probably should have looked at I don't think I have any meetings until 2 o'clock. But anyway, y'all have a great rest of your day. And I will see you tomorrow at 12:10. We will do 20 minutes of painting. And we're going to be working on the Outer Banks inspired piece. So y'all will have to come and see what I come up with. Anyway, have a great rest of your day. Bye.